Hey guys, day after King of Table 6, it's in history books, and what an amazing night that was. I want to thank every single one of you who bought the pay-per-view, supported this event, so King of Table and Core Sports can make more of these events happen, maybe two, three times, maybe four in a year. This was just epic craziness of an arm wrestling. In my opinion, it could have gone better because all the guys that on the paper needed to win, should have won. But in every match, there were things that made both guys look good, or at least you come out as a little bit as a winner. And some people will look at as black and white, but there's some gray spaces always in arm wrestling, and I think that's what we need to look for because there are things that will, how to say, you know even if you're fighting and you're a huge underdog and you get something going. So in every match, I feel like that's the thing that happened. First, Paulo versus Sabin. For first two rounds, Sabin was sweating constantly. He was so sweaty. I think the adrenaline, the nerves is the big stage. The world is watching and you're just coming back after pretty much 4 years and this is your second time competing. It was a lot. Paulo looked so strong from those first two rounds. After that, his arm got blown up. And like, I think the problem is when you trying to gain weight, a lot of weight, in such a small time, your body will not be adjusted to it. You need time to actually feel what it's like to be walking around 118 kilos that he was before. He was like 110 or something. So you need a time to adjust, and it most likely will not happen in a month or two. You need more. So pretty much like growing into your new body, because it is different angles, different, there's more blood needed in the system. The heart needs to work harder, recovery time, and all those things you need to take in account. For first two rounds, so Paulo looked really good. After that, his hand got blown up, and of course the Sabin Badulescu, who's a specialist on attacking the hand, did his job perfectly. After first two, and he was fighting referees, he didn't like the setup and things. That's absolutely what you need to do. If you want to win matches and you don't feel comfortable, you gotta say to the referees. Pablo was doing exact opposite. He wasn't saying a single word. He was just quiet. There was nothing. It was just he was focused on the match. In the end, yeah, spoilers. 4-2, Sabin won this match, and let's see what he can face next or what he will face next. John versus Dennis, like for me, what a great honor, what amazing moment in arm wrestling history that after 15 years, we see these guys compete again, one against another. And we have 58 years old John Brzenk versus 40 years old Dennis Steplenko. Insane. And the real question was like, how strong is Dennis? And Dennis, in his own words, he's like, I'm about 25% where I'm not. John said that he felt pretty damn good. And what we learned in this match and what was craziness about this match, that John stopped him every single round. John stopped him, but Dennis, he said, like, he worked a lot on table. He developed great control. As soon as the match stops, he maybe didn't have the power he has had in the past to side pressure, back pressure to the position he's in, but he had hand control and he had good control. And you see him working, and slowly eating up John Brzenk. It was really great. John tested him outside, inside. Dennis went in for a press on the last one. It was a great match to watch, great match to call, and I was just, it was a moment. Like, John came out of this like he is 20 years older, 18 years older. He's way past his prime, pretty much maybe by 30 years. He's fighting guy that's still, giving trouble everyone he's pulling, like in practice, when he's practices, but hasn't competed. And of course, for Dennis, this was a big moment coming back after the whole health scare in 2020, 2019, 2020, I don't even know. But it's been a long time. For us, it's awesome. For our wrestling community, it's awesome. We already heard he will face Devon Larratt That's match is gonna happen. We will see different Dennis, and I think, in my personal opinion, Dennis needs to gain a lot of power for that match. A lot of power, because even though you have good endurance, that one has the best endurance, in my opinion. And yeah, so happy for the GOAT. So happy for Dennis, because like he needed to win, and it opens the door for us to see what else he can do and have more arm wrestling matches that people want to see and enjoy. And for him as well, like he's still a competitor. Like he loves arm wrestling. He's here to stay. And the big one, Lavon versus Gasparini, could have gone better. Of course, maybe the guys will disagree, both Hermes and Lavon, but Hermes made him bleed. Hermes showed, first of all, like we talked the whole week, and I already said it so many times that he looks so confident. He might be he has most confidence I have ever seen in arm wrestler, and it's just, he delivered. He stopped him in every single round. He went in for that press many times. And the weird thing was where Lavon couldn't finish him. He just couldn't finish him. And every time he tried to stand up, go for a press, Hermes just took control of his arm. Yeah, that was biggest Lavon Saginishvili I have seen on arm wrestling table, 188 kilos. And yeah, it was an epic match. It gives us, we're hopeful for the future. It gives motivation to both Hermes and Lavon. Lavon needs to work harder. He needs to improve. Maybe he's too big. And like right now, I don't know, like the controversy or something. It's not controversy. So I think it's kind of ridiculous. If we're pulling, like, this super match should be best of 7. That should be the name of the game. Because we have seen previously where the match stops after 4-0 and both guys just like, nah. So now everyone's like, no, they should have finished. And if you don't finish, like, he could have gone and just give up, you know? But you can concede those 2 rounds. You don't want to get injured. Like, Lavon is a big boy. Imagine how hard it is to walk around close to 200 kilos all the time. And the match was long, it was brutal, it was absolute war. What is scaring me, that is the second time we're seeing this. And some people commented like there's like air conditioning or something. Why then both of the guys are not having the same issues? It is just when the blood pressure goes up, when, I don't know how much cardio these guys are doing, but they're pushing their limits, their absolute limits. They are really, really big. And I feel there is a problem for the future, and I hope that no one gets seriously injured with these, because it's so easy, in my opinion. The whole situation, however you look at this match, I don't think there was a moment, or I have to look at the tape, where Hermes was on A side. He was always defending, either in a flop wrist press or top roll. He was always defending. However you look at that match, Lavon still didn't get pinned. But what Hermes did was amazing. Like, he showed so much heart. He showed that his top roll is ace. He showed that he has so much elbow. It's insane. Connective tissue of Ryan Bowen. But people are acting like the match went different way. That was a victory in itself, but you still lost, and he knows it, and he will be more motivated than ever. He knows he's not far. He knows that he has some weird tools that will work, and he's most likely gonna get stronger, maybe bigger, and improve more. Hermes did exactly what he said. He will surprise. I'm going to surprise everyone tomorrow, and he absolutely did. But we can't discuss, like, Lavon is the best still. Beat him in those 4 rounds. Yeah, you go to, let's say, put him in East versus West, beat him in those 3 rounds. Looks impossible at that point. So he's still the man. He's absolutely the pinnacle of our sport, but he is beatable. The thing is, still no one has beaten him. Wherever you look at it, whatever you look at the score, he didn't get pinned, and the arm didn't leave the B side of Hermes. So yeah, that's it. In my opinion, what an amazing night. Gives us more for the future, gives us more for rematches, for everything we want to see in arm wrestling. Just an epicness of arm wrestling, and I hope everyone enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with Aussie arm wrestler Jake. Awesome night. everyone in core sports, everyone involved, all the athletes, thank you so much. Thank you, all of you, for your support. Let me know in comment section, how did you feel about this event, because it got everyone excited. Everyone was on their feet. There was so many Italians and Georgians in audience just supporting their heroes, and that's exactly who they are. They are heroes in our sport. What a great card. What an amazing night. Can't wait for the next one. Next big event, of course, is East versus West 7, and that should be epic as well. Stay strong. Love arm wrestling.